Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name once again is Celestial T888, and today we will be doing your monthly reading. Now, in addition to using the Mystic Fate Tarot deck as a part of your monthly reading, we will also be using the Psychic Tarot deck, Oracle deck. We're just going to be pulling a couple of cards. We will also be using the Moonology Oracle deck, just a card, and as well as the Romance Angels Oracle deck to pull any romance advice from the Romance Angels. These are the decks that we will be using for this reading, and now without further ado, let us begin. Alright, Libras, these are your cards, and this is your monthly reading for September 2022. Now, first impressions that I have, Libras, and this might be during the beginning of the month or the middle of the month or the end of the month, but like at some point this month, Libra, I definitely feel as if you're going to be helping people, particularly with your hands. I feel as if for a lot of you Libras in the collective, you want to be working with your hands to help people. Like, you're not against helping people in other ways, but I feel as if if you're helping people, you want it to be, not fussy and not too detail oriented. So you guys are probably going to be more in line towards like helping people with your hands in some way, because the first card you have is the Queen of Wands. And I want to say again that you guys aren't against helping people in other ways if you need to, but you kind of don't necessarily this month want to help people by like sitting and talking and listening. Like, you want to be doing something. You want to know that your efforts are like have a physical manifestation that you can see, is what is the feeling that I'm getting for you Libras this month. At some point, again, this could be at the beginning of the month for you guys, this could be at the end of the month or the middle, it could be for none of you guys. This might not be the part of the reading that resonates with you. And again, you can always check for your sun, moon, or rising if you need a bigger picture. But I definitely feel for you Libras that you guys definitely, if you're gonna help somebody, you want to be physically doing something. You don't want to be like talking or listening kind of, and not that you don't think those things are important, you just want to help in like different ways this month, Libra. And the next card you have for your pile here is the Fool card. So definitely for you guys are going into choosing different things with like a childlike wonder to you guys this month at some point. Again, like I said, maybe the way you want to help somebody is by being a little bit childish instead of, being too serious about something. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe if we're just playful right now, and that'll help just as much as just being serious and really talking things through. Again, like I said earlier before, I definitely feel as if you don't want anything, you don't want to help in any way that's like too heavy this month. Not that you can't if you absolutely need to, it's just not the thing you're feeling this month, Libra. So again, you have the Fool card. I definitely feel as if you're taking on a perspective of trying to have like childlike wonder for like decisions that you might be making this month, Libra. Next card you have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is just like a very dreamy kind of card. It's very much like in love with the idea of being in love. So maybe some of you are in your imaginations this month as well. Maybe you're just like romanticizing things a little bit more than you need to. Maybe it's at work, maybe it's at school, maybe it's with friends. It doesn't necessarily mean like romantic like in love stuff, or maybe you're just romanticizing things a little bit too much right now, Libra, because the next card you have is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles are definitely feel as if at some point this month things are not going to be 100% the best for you guys, Libra. You're gonna find yourself at some point this month, maybe at the beginning, maybe middle or end, that you feel like you're in a state of lack, both materially and emotionally. You know, you might feel hopeless and worried about a situation, and I can understand why you guys might have this feeling for this month, Libra, because your next card is the Five of Cups. And if you're looking at this person, the fairy in this picture is definitely crying, and this card indicates definitely an ending of like some kind of relationship. It might be friendship, it might be a romantic partnership, but you know, something is ending, and it is definitely making you sad. It's definitely making you cry. It's definitely hard. You definitely can't believe that this thing that's happening is ending right now. But like, you have this Five of Cups, Libra. There's no other way to put it. You know, something in your life, you know, has come to its end. And, you know, and when certain things, especially when things end abruptly, it's never easy, you know, to deal with. But you guys are definitely gonna have to deal with this. It's, again, for those of you who maybe the ending is a relationship, you know, I definitely think the best advice is to just try not to wallow in the ending of the relationship too long. And, you know, and if you feel like as if you're really, really sad about it, you know, try to find friends and family members, whoever is your support system, to help you get through it if you have a support system. For some of you who may not have a support system, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I don't know, take a walk. I don't know. For those who don't have a support system, it's not going to be an easy time. But if you do have a support system, definitely lean on your support system as much as you can during this period, Libra. Again, for some of you, it might be towards the beginning, middle, or end of the month. It might not happen to you at all. You know, this is a general reading, and this could be within any aspect. And again, if it doesn't apply, you can always check other videos to have a clear picture of your month. And last but not least, you have the Eight of Swords. So definitely feel like, Libra, you know, whatever the situation is, it's gonna make you feel like bound and trapped and like hopeless this month. So I definitely think that for those of you who, you know, might have like some kind of relationship ending, you know, whether it's a work relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's like a romantic relationship, you definitely are going to be feeling like, you know, trapped and like in a state of woe for a while. And I definitely, again, will have to warn you guys to, you know, just try to reach out to other people if you can. Try to distract yourself if you can from just wallowing in that feeling, because it's not going to be good for you in the long run if you just keep yourself in a state of like feeling trapped and being trapped, Libra. That's the best thing that I can tell you. And I know it is hard to like end things, you know, whether it's friendship, relationship, or maybe even just a job that you really like, and then all of a sudden you're being let go, and then it's very tearful. You're just like, how am I going to pay my bills? I really like this job. I don't understand. You know, again, if you have a support system, let them help you. All right. Next, we're going to pull your tarot oracle cards for the month. And then let's see, the first you have base chakra. Now, if anybody is familiar with chakras, I would definitely recommend that, you know, maybe listening to some chakra music. Well, I was like, whether it is that you do it through meditation, maybe you could do like me, where I would every once in a while play the different chakra musics for like a week straight, and like just play that while I'm sleeping. You know, some of you might just need to get in touch with your base chakra, your earthly, you know, possessions and struggles. Maybe it's just telling you that to like take a deeper look at, you know, what are you struggling with, to help you out more with it. But, you know, definitely if you're into the meditation and everything, definitely work with your base chakra this month, Libra, because it looks like you guys might need to get that in line. The next you have is authority. So I definitely feel for you guys, Libra, You might feel, I was like, after this authority figure feels imposing. So you might be dealing with somebody who might feel very imposing this month, Libra. And I was like, maybe that's why, or part of the reason why the relationship for whatever reason ended. Maybe that relationship was like this kind of person who was just like authoritative and everything, and maybe you weren't prepared to just leave that person. But you guys are dealing with authority in some form this month as well. Libra is the best that I can say for this. But yeah, definitely feels imposing. So like, be careful at work. I feel like saying, try to do everything by the book, because I feel as if somebody who's like an authority figure is watching you. Or maybe for some of you, maybe you're going to be mentored by somebody who's an authority figure. It could be a positive thing too, but something with an authority figure is happening to you, Libras, collectively at some point this month. Now let's get to your moon card for the month, and you have a fiery climax approaches full moon and Aries. So climax of some sort is coming for you guys, and if this is about the relationship, maybe the relationship is gonna end climactically, and it's gonna be like a big fuss and a big deal, and maybe that's why there's gonna be so much tears about it. Maybe like it could be it could end in like a pretty big fight is what I'm getting. Or it could just be the end of like a really tough cycle is coming for you guys. It could be multiple things, but definitely a fiery climax approaches. I definitely think for some of you, you might be dealing with like a very explosive like ending of a relationship that you have with somebody. Like, I definitely feel, again, this doesn't have to apply to everybody, and again, this is a general reading, but some of you are probably gonna be going through some trauma while like a relationship is ending. I want to say is the feeling that I'm getting when I look at this card. Like, wow, it's like it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's the only thing I can say at this point. All right, and finally, let's get to your romance angel cards for the month. Let's see. You have retreat. It is a time to disconnect from the world. Now, for those of you who are in happy relationships and everything, you're perfectly happy. You're perfectly content and everything. One, it might not necessarily be that relationship that is ending. It could be like some other relationship that is ending. And two, maybe you and your partner need to retreat, need to disconnect from the world. I know every once in a while it's good to just be off certain types of social media for a while, just to get your life back in order. Maybe, if you're single and you've been like aggressively trying to find somebody to date, maybe it's time to like retreat from that for a little while, take some time off from it, disconnect from it, just to give yourselves a moment to breathe. I definitely feel like that applies to some people. And then the next card is past life relationship. You've known this person before. Now, again, for those of you who are in happy relationships, please do not leave your perfectly happy relationships to chase after somebody you might have had a crush on in high school or something. There's no reason for you to do that if you're already in a happy relationship. But for others, it might be in a sense that you've known this person before, and maybe you dated a little but it just didn't work out, and now this is a chance to for it to have another go again. For others, it might be in like a sense of you met each other in a past life. Now, whether or not you believe in past lives, that's up to you. But this is definitely saying that you've known this person before in some way, or maybe that person might feel like you've known them before, even though you've just met them right now. You're going to have that sense of feeling this month, Aquarius, for whoever this part of the reading applies to. So that's good news there. All right, Aquarius, you are in for an interesting month this September. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment to help the channel grow, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.